Yo, what's up, people? What's up? This is Tireo, and I am back, y'all, with another video. And in this video, I want to share with you people about my new album that I have done and created. And it's a poetry album that I have done called My Heart is Poetry. Again, it's a poetry album that I have done called My Heart is Poetry. And I have done over like 40 something poems. You know, there are many poems that's on the album. I think I have like 47 poems on there, between 45 or 47, something like that. And it's a real powerful poetry album that comes, you know, directly from my heart, from my soul, man, and from my spirit. And I poured my deep feelings, my deep thoughts, my deep emotion, you know, into these poems, man. And when you listen to these poems, I mean, these poems are just life-changing. They are breathtaking, man. And they really, you know, touch the heart and they touch the soul, man. I mean, these poems are just mind-blowing. And the reason why I did a poetry album is because, you know, when you are doing poetry, man, you know, you are able to set yourself free. You know, and a lot of people don't know that about poetry, you know, because, you know, a lot of, you know, brothers out there and guys, they are more into rap, you know, they into the rap, and they, you know, and don't get me wrong, rap is cool. I know how to rap my butt off. I love making hot rap music for Jesus and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I love rapping about the truth and all, and I love writing songs. I love singing and everything, but I can't lie, man. When it comes to the poetry, you know, it's like it's a whole nother side of your life and your soul and your spirit. And I just want to just say this to all of you people, man. For all of you people, man, you know, check out the poetry album. You know, it's going to be on CD Baby for sale, and the name of the album is called My Heart is Poetry. I'm also going to put the link inside of the description box so you people can click on the link. And also, I already have the poetry album up on my website at www.tiareoforchrist.com, and you can find the whole poetry album and listen to it. Just go on my website and click on the My Heart is Poetry page, and you can listen to all of the poems, man. And I mean, the poems are just breathtaking, mind-blowing. You know, it draws your feelings and emotion into it, and it sets you free, and it opens up your soul and your heart at the same time, man. And I love poetry. You know, I have been doing poetry for a long time, and basically what I was going to do, I was going to write a poetry book. But, you know, Jesus spoke to me and he said, Tireo, take all of your poems and turn it into a poetry album. You know, and I was like, wow, Jesus, that's amazing, you know, because at first I wrote all the poems like years ago. And I just want to tell you people this right quick. Years ago, you know, as I was in my journey and in my walk with Christ, you know, and I was passing many tests, you know, going through many deep trials and stuff like that, and just paying my dues to go to the next level. You know, as I was going through all of that, walking with God, giving up everything for him, chasing Jesus' truth and understanding his truth, man, you know, I was writing poetry. And I was writing my poems and just pouring my heart and my soul and my feelings and my deep thoughts into my poems as I was going through my journey for Christ. And I thought that it was going to be a book, but Jesus spoke to me and he said, just turn your poems into a poetry album. and I was just like, wow, man. And I'm just going to be honest with you people, man. I can't lie on this. I love my poetry more than I love my raps. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real, and I'm just being honest. Don't get me wrong, man. I love making hot rap songs, but the poetry does something else to my soul that the rap music will never be able to do, man. And it's crazy because I listened to the album, the poetry album. I listened to the poetry album, and the poetry album, my goodness, I listened to like 5 poems, and the poems just draws my feelings and emotion to it automatically, and I'm just so very, very grateful and thankful to God, man, that God is using me on such a level to set, millions of people free, man, and open up their eyes and their understanding. Because this is one thing I love about poetry, man. You can pour your heart and your soul into it. You don't have to front. You don't have to lie. You don't have to lie to yourself. However you are feeling, you can put it into your poetry. And that's one thing that I love about me doing poetry as well, man, because it helps to set you free, and it also keeps me free. And I really, really just love that about the poetry album, man. And again, everybody, the name of the album is called My Heart is Poetry. I have over 40 poems that I have written, and I put my heart and my spirit and my soul into the poetry, man. You people are gonna love it. It's on CD Baby, and also the album is gonna be on iTunes and Google Play and Spotify and Amazon and all of that stuff, man. And also the album, it's already on my website at www.tireoforchrist.com, man. And I just had to do this video just to let all of you people know what's going on with me and what I'm doing. I'm always working. I stay busy, and I just love everything that I'm doing for Jesus Christ, man, because that's what this stuff is about. It's not about winning Grammy Awards. It's not about selling, 1 billion albums, because I don't care about all of that stuff, man. And that's why I love doing what I'm doing for Jesus. I love doing the independent thing. And the reason why I love doing the independent thing is because of the fact I'm free. I'm free. And that's what, a lot of people, they don't understand. I'm free, and I love my freedom in Christ. I don't have to front for no label. I don't have to kiss ass for a company. I don't have to budge my soul for contracts and all of this nonsense, man. Seriously, and I just love being free in God, man, seriously. And because I'm able to do it the way God is telling me to do it, And that's the difference with me, and that's the difference with a lot of other people who are out there in the industry. Like a lot of people, who are out there in the industry, they're not really free. They are controlled by companies and contracts, and they can't really speak how they feel. They can't really pour out their true feelings and emotion. They just in prison. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly why I turned down, $1 million deals and stuff like that, because of the fact that I don't want to be in prison. Because if I'm in spiritual prison, then I cannot help you get free. I can't do it because I'm in spiritual prison, you see. And that's what big time contracts and all of that stuff do. It puts you in spiritual prison. The money is great, of course. The money is great, but you have to look at what come with the cash. And that's what I look at. I look at what come with something, and if it's not good, I'm just not going to tamper with it, man, because I don't want to budge my soul. I'm not about to budge my soul, and I'm all about helping people get set free from these curses and demons and forces. And a lot of people, they feel like they're in spiritual prison and they can't be free. And I just want to tell you people this, man, for all of you people who love poetry, who are deep into poetry, man, this poetry album that I have done called My Heart is Poetry, it's amazing, man. It's going to help you be set free. Certain poems may even make you cry, because I talk about so much stuff in over 40 poems. Certain poems that I have done that's on the album, certain poems is going to make you cry. Certain poems is going to make you sad. Certain poems is going to make you happy, man. I mean, it's going to touch your soul and open up your eyes, man, and I'm just blown away, by the poetry albums because, that touches my heart more than me rapping, like seriously. I mean, you got to understand, a lot of people, are rapping over beats. A lot of people they are, man. But at the same time, are they really, really touching your soul and your heart? That's what counts the most. I mean, we have rappers all over the freaking world. And we also have singers all over the world, right? We do. I mean, I can name to you over 2, 3, 4, 500 rappers and singers. But the question is, are they really, really, really touching your heart and your soul and your spirit, man? That's what counts. Are they really helping you here it is. Are they really helping you get set free? Or are they just entertaining you? See, and that's what separates me from the next person, okay? I'm the kind of brother, I'm all about helping folks get set free. I'm all about opening up your eyes to the truth. I'm all about helping you get curses off of your life and your soul. I'm all about helping you go to that higher level in God. I'm about challenging you. That's the kind of cat I am. I'm about challenging you. If you get around me, it's going to be a challenge. I'm not going to give, I'm not going to be easy with you, and that's why a lot of people can't handle me, because I challenge them. I challenge their walks with God. I challenge your feelings. I challenge your emotions. I challenge your mind. And not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that, man. And that's what I love about all of the things that I do for Christ. I challenge you. I make you want to go higher in God. I make you want to get to that next level. I make you want to let go of cursed situations that you're in, cursed relationships, cursed marriages, cursed friends. I challenge you. You know what I'm saying? And see, for everybody who can't handle a challenge, they hate me and they go against me because they can't handle a challenge. But that's what walking with God is all about. Walking with God is a challenge, because God is challenging your mind and your emotions and your feelings and how you feel about this and that. And God is challenging you. And that's what this poetry album is about. This poetry album it sets you free. It draws in your feelings and it makes you open up. You know what I'm saying? And that's like crazy, because it's hard to get people to open up. Like, it's really, really hard to get people to open up. I mean, come on. Let's just be realistically honest here. Anybody can do a rap song, and a lot of people can like the rap song and bob their heads to it. But you got to be a real strong, gifted person to get other people to open up. Because so many people right now are afraid to open up. They scared, man. They scared. Everybody is just holding on to their issues and their secret lives, and everybody's just living the lie. But with me, I'm all about helping you open up to who you really are. I'm talking about the person that nobody else know but you, God, and the devil. I'm all about helping you open up to who you really are in secret, so God can bless your life and favor your life. And that's what this poetry album is about. This poetry album will even help you to open up. It will open up your emotions, your heart, and your spirit, and it will help you get set free, man. Seriously, So with all that being said, people, man, I just wanted to just do this message and talk about, my album called My Heart is Poetry. I'm very, very, very proud of myself for doing this album. It's on CD Baby, at cdbaby.com, and you can listen to the poetry album on my website at www.tireoforchrist.com. Just go to my website and click on My Heart is Poetry page, and I'm also going to have the link in the description box, so you can go to the link on CD Baby and listen to the album and download it, man. Download the album, man. Support it, man, and buy it and let other people hear it, man. I mean, because these are some very, very, very deep and touching poems that I have done, and I'm also probably going to do a part two poetry album, because so many people, are deep into poetry, because poetry deals with your emotions. It deals with your soul. it deals with your feelings, man. And to be really, really honest with you, a lot of people are afraid of poetry because poetry opens up their heart. It opens up their soul and it opens up their feelings. And some people are afraid of poetry. And I'm just going to keep it real with you people. Like men, the majority of men, they can't handle poetry because poetry opens up their emotions. And let me tell you women something about men. Men don't want to open up. Men want to play hard. They want to be gangsters. They want to play like they thugs and they would just want to be hardcore, you know, and that's the problem with the majority of our men today. Our men are so busy trying to be hard and prove a point instead of them just opening up. Because I'm going to keep it real. I know women have feelings and emotions, but men have feelings and emotions too. And the problem is with our men is that our men are afraid to open up. They're cowards, man. They're cowards. You got to understand, you're not that hard. No man can be that hard. No man can be that gangster. No man can be that street. I don't care how many guns you may have. I don't care if your pants are sagging. No man is that hard. Seriously, the most hardest man alive was Jesus Christ, and he had feelings and emotion. And a lot of men, you know, and that's why a lot of men, if y'all notice, a lot of men are more into rap music than poetry. The reason why the majority of our men are more into rap music than poetry, because the men are afraid to open up. And that's what poetry does. Poetry, it breaks the curse off of you of holding on. Because if you notice something about poetry is so powerful, it can break a curse on you if you are the type of person to whereas you are holding on and you are afraid to open up. If you listen to poetry will break that off of you, and poetry would allow you to open up. It would allow you to open up. And a lot of our men don't want to be bothered with that because they are afraid to open up. I'm just keeping it real, you know, and I'm the kind of brother, man, I'm all about opening up. I'm all about putting my heart on the table. I'm all about putting my feelings and my emotion on the table. I'm not trying to be hard for nobody, man. And that's what I love about this album, this poetry album, man. It just helps you get set free from just holding on and being afraid to open up. This poetry album helps you get set free. It does something to your mind. It feeds on your feelings and emotion, man. And trust me on this, people, you will be so connected to these poems when you listen to these poems, man. I have over like 40 something poems. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And I just really, really thank God, man, that I was able to just do this poetry album, because I already know that this poetry album is going to set a lot of you people free. I know that already. I already know that already, because a lot of people already are being set free from a lot of stuff that I do. And I also know that this poetry album is going to help you get set free. It's going to allow you to open up even more. It's going to allow you to stop being afraid to open up, because a lot of you people right now, you are really afraid to open up. And this poetry album will help you open up, you know, seriously. So with all that being said, y'all, I just had to just do this video, man, just to tell all of you people about the poetry album. It's titled My Heart is Poetry. It's on cdbaby.com. You can go on my website and listen to the album and buy the album, man. Download it, man, because it's a classical poetry album, man. And I love this album. I love this poetry album, man. So with all that being said, y'all, I'm out, man, and I love you people, man. Peace.